Hey everyone, it's Pam, and I am here for another monthly update, letting you know everything that I was up to in December. First of all, as for podcasts, there were the 2 regular episodes of Media Mavens that I did with my co-host Riley. The first one, we were joined by our friend Apple Cider, and we talked about the Game Awards and a little bit about PlayStation Experience. So the Game Awards and sort of snarking about that took up the main bulk of the show. The other episode that we did in December was a Best of 2016 episode, and that we didn't do a countdown or anything. We just talked about all of our favorite things from the past year, whether that was games, movies, shows, other podcasts, books, basically anything that we had been super into from 2016. Another thing, which is technically a January update, but I'm just going to stick it in now, is that I moved on January 2nd. So I'm currently in my new apartment. Honestly, I am exhausted. Between Christmas and the moving, just like all the packing and moving and unpacking and building furniture and finding homes for everything, it's been sort of nonstop for the last 2 weeks, which is why I haven't been putting out many videos. But it's the end is in sight, I think. For the most part, everything is put together and where it should be. I'm sure I'll be doing a little tour, especially a game room tour, since we have a whole room for the games now. But for now, I am just going to relax. This is like the first time I've had a chance to sit down and relax, if you can call making videos relaxing. So I've poured myself a glass of wine, and as soon as I finish this video, I am going to totally relax with it for at least 12 hours until I have to write an exam tomorrow morning. So, cheers. That's good wine. It's been a while since I've had some red wine. My shout out for this month is a channel that I just found fairly recently, but I've really been enjoying it so far, and that is Azralynn. And Azralynn does game reviews along with some gameplay footage and streams, but it's mostly the reviews that I really like. She focuses on PC games and Steam games, newer games mostly, both indie and the sort of big budget titles. And one of the things that I particularly like is that she's very concise. The reviews are very straight to the point and short. They're usually only a few minutes long, which is something I really like because I get sort of turned off when I see, like 20-minute video reviews. That sort of tests my very short attention span. So these reviews are perfect for me. She reviews a lot of good games, a bunch of games I have played, a bunch of games I never heard of that I'm now interested in. And one of the things that I really, really like about her channel is that she color codes her thumbnails, which I think is awesome. Like her reviews are purple and her streams are green, and then blue is for like walkthroughs and gameplay videos, and I just think that's awesome, and now I kind of want to steal that. But go check out Azralynn if you are interested in newer PC and Steam games, and you also have a short attention span because they are great short reviews. Alright, so now for pickups, which is mostly gifts. The first sort of non-Christmas gift thing is Battle Chess. This was actually a gift from Miles, who is another member of the Cartridge Club with me. He has a YouTube channel called Flock of Nerds, and he has a podcast called Flock Talk. My boyfriend Will was doing a deal with him and mentioned that I was interested in Battle Chess, and Miles gave this to me for free, so that was very nice of him. I have actually never played Battle Chess on NES, but it's a game I used to play a ton of on PC. I used to play a lot of chess when I was younger, and I really liked seeing all the pieces come to life and eat each other and attack each other. So I'm looking forward to trying this out on NES. The rest of my pickups aren't really pickups. Again, they're gifts for Christmas. So I got a bunch of Xbox One games, starting with the number 1 on my list, which was Dead Rising 4. I'm a huge fan of the Dead Rising series, so I was really interested in playing this one, and I will tell you a little bit more about it in a later segment. I also got Borderlands, the Handsome Jack Collection. If you watched some previous videos, I mentioned how Borderlands 2 was free on Xbox for a while, so I'd started playing it, but it was only free for the weekend, so I didn't get to play much of it. So I'm looking forward to going back and finishing Borderlands 2 and then starting the pre-sequel. I also got Recore, which I was pretty interested in since it was first announced. I like robot dogs. Apparently this is supposed to be very Metroid-like, even though I've never played a Metroid game, but also looking forward to starting this one. And then the last Xbox game was King's Quest, the complete collection. I did like the original King's Quest. I started playing the first chapter of this yesterday, and so far it's pretty good. There are a lot of puns, so again, looking forward to playing more of this. And then the best gift, I think, which was also from Will, is Planescape Torment Complete in Box, which I'm super excited about. This is my favorite game of all time. I had the discs still from my original discs, but I did not have my original box. So Will found this for me, and I'll just open it up here. Makes me realize how sort of, as nice as they look, how kind of wasteful these giant boxes are, because there's really not a whole lot in them. So we have the instruction manual, which I look forward to reading from cover to cover. It's, just black and white, but it's got all of your levels, the tables of all the stats and things you get for the different classes. It also has the discs, which I said I already have, so now I have 2. And then it's got a little pamphlet for RPGs from Black Isle, so Baldur's Gate, which also great, Fallout. And then a troubleshooting guide, which I probably won't need. But I'm super excited to have this. I've been trying to collect just a few big box PC games for the games that I really loved as a kid. So this is definitely the sort of pride and joy of the PC collection, since it's my favorite game. So this is awesome. And then as for what I've been playing, in between all of the moving and everything, I actually played a lot of games. The Steam sale took place, so I bought a bunch of stuff on Steam. I started playing my Christmas presents. So the first thing that I spent a lot of time on, and I actually beat within like 3 days, is Dead Rising 4. I enjoyed the game. They sort of cleaned up a little of the sort of more annoying mechanics, but at the same time, it sort of stripped out a lot of the charm that the game had, just the weird, funny charm. It's still funny, like Frank West is back in it, and he's always cracking wise, but in terms of the psychopaths and the survivors that you have to save, they're all kind of they don't really have any personality. They're just sort of another thing to save or kill. But overall, I still thought the game was a lot of fun. It was a lot more free in making weapons, and you could make some ridiculous weapons still. And so while I don't think it had the same amount of just kookiness as the Dead Rising series usually does, I did enjoy playing it. Other than that, I was making my top 10 lists for the games that came out in 2016. And so I tried to smush in as many 2016 games as I could at the end of the year. So I bought a whole bunch of things from Steam. If you watch my top 10 video, which should be coming out either right after this or right before this, I haven't decided yet, you'll see a number of them actually show up there. One of the ones that I really liked was Thumper, which is a PS4 exclusive, and it's a rhythm game where you play this little silver beetle going down a track, and you have to just match the beat and do the right controls for it, and it's really cool. It's a really sort of dark, violent rhythm game, which is something a little bit different. I've played a bunch of other PC games, Epistory, which is a typing game, and Event Zero, which is basically a exploration game combined with a really cool chat bot. As I said, I started King's Quest Chapter 1 of that. That's been really fun so far. What else is there? Oh, Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. I started that because it was free on Games with Gold a few months back, and I'm not an Assassin's Creed fan at all. I tried the first one, I tried Black Flag, and both of them, the whole open world thing, it's just not for me, but I actually liked this one because it turns it into a stealth platformer. So I've been having fun with that. I'm probably a little bit over halfway through, and it's my favorite Assassin's Creed game that I've played so far, which isn't saying a whole lot, but I do plan to finish that one. And another game I got on the Steam sale was Shadow Tactics Blades of the Shogun, which is, again, sort of like a stealth tactics game. You have this party of people, each of which has their own different ability, and you have to, infiltrate places and assassinate people, and you get them all to work together and use all of their abilities. And it's really cool. It's really pretty. I can see what the appeal is. The only problem I'm having is that I am more of a turn-based strategy person, and this is actually a real-time strategy game. So while I am having fun with it, I'm also really, really bad at it. So it's taking me a lot longer. Like, one mission takes me well over an hour just because I die so often. But it's been pretty fun. I'm sure there's more. I'm just so tired. I can't brain right now. So that's all I can think of for now. I hope you had a great Christmas and a wonderful New Year, and I will be back soon with more videos. Thanks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.